بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted me the great fortune of coming into the service of my respected honorable teacher Mufti Muhammad Rizwan Aziz hafidhahullah ta'ala wa ra'ah. Today he presented to me a very important, unique book relating to the glorious Qur'an. This book is titled Fahmul Qur'an. In other words, this book will aid in ourselves understanding the glorious Qur'an. The author of this work is my grand teacher. In other words, the respected honorable teacher of my teacher, and his name is Mufti Tahir Mas'ud Hafidhahullah ta'ala wa ra'ah. Within this day and age, many people complain that the scholars don't allow them to access the glorious Qur'an directly, as this may become a means of them misunderstanding the intent of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala within the glorious Qur'an. Keeping this in mind, the respected scholar, who is a principal of an institute within Sargoda by the name Jamia Miftahul Ulum, has authored this masterpiece. Once we look towards this work, this masterpiece, we find great scholars have written forwards to this. One name I will mention is the name of Shaykhul Islam Mufti Taqi Uthmani Hafidhahullah ta'ala wa ra'ah, and they've praised this greatly. This work is found in 3 volumes in total, and within this work we find 3 main matters. The first matter we find is that the respected author has literally translated every word of the glorious Qur'an by putting the translation of each word beneath each word of the glorious Qur'an. After which he then, within the next line, mentions a simple translation which we can all resort towards and easily understand the meaning of the glorious Qur'an. He finally then, once he comes to certain verses, makes mention of very comprehensive commentaries and explanations of verses of the glorious Qur'an. It's very important that we all give this work a space within our libraries. We attach ourselves to this work, and we don't only gain this work ourselves, we also make this work common amongst our youth and our children, as the only way we can gain salvation is by understanding what Allah Ta'ala requires from us, and this is found within the glorious Qur'an. Whoever wants to acquire this book, whoever wants to acquire this work, which currently is within the Urdu language, should themselves contact my grand teacher Mufti Tahir Mas'ud Hafidhahullah Ta'ala wa ra'ah. And at the same time, I'd like to put a humble request before the respected author that if this book can be very quickly translated into the English language, in order for the public and especially those who are familiar with the English language to benefit from this great work, as this work in this time is very needed and it's also somewhat unique in its nature. And at the same time, another humble request I will put forward, so people can benefit from this work, is that each juz of the glorious Qur'an is put into a separate volume. So those who travel, those who have busy schedules, can keep that with themselves and they can go through one juz of the glorious Qur'an individually, and hopefully one day come to understand the meaning of the entire glorious Qur'an. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept his efforts. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this work of his a means of salvation of himself, and may Allah ta'ala circulate it amongst the masses. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless him within his life, bless him within his age, bless him within his health, so the nation of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam continue to benefit from him. And I'd also like to extend my congratulations to him that he has presented a masterpiece before the nation of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Jazakumullahu khaira. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.